Did you know that you can get a job in the IT sector with zero experience? Hey there guys, it's Cal from OG. Today we are going to dive in one of my favorite topics. It's the IT sector, the IT business. It relates all other businesses around the world. Believe it or not, the job descriptions even are changing because of this new era. My suggestion is to listen close and if not go fully into the IT sector, at least expand your vision and try to import as much as you can out of it, so you can stay up to the trend and you can be competitive and relative to the job market. In general, I think there are lots of great stuff that you can hear today. So let us start with why. Why do you want to join the IT sector, the IT community? Is it because you have studied this and you have a degree in this? This is the common case scenario. Is it a newly discovered passion of yours that you want to expand and explore, so you want to start riding the workhorse as fast as you can? Or you just want to switch and go to fast growing and ever evolving field so you can raise your paycheck and your general money income? In the first two options, it's kind of easier because you already have some interests. You have an idea maybe for the niche that you want to be in. But if the option is the third one, it may be a bit of a challenge to find the option that suits you most. I want to mention a few options, but if you guys want, you can write a comment and I can go deeper in a separate video about how to localize and how to capture the perfect position for you, how to find the best solution for yourself. The first one that I'm going to mention is software development. This is the field that I'm in and the field that I can tell you most about, but I'm closely familiar with the other ones. I interact with lots of various teams. So I want to honor QA, which is quality assurance position, automation quality assurance position, which involves more code, the Scrum roles, product owner, Scrum master, system administrators, IT business intelligence, etc. So what will be our first step? The first step is to research the market and see what is best suited for you. Go to your local job application site, search with the keyword IT, information technologies, and go through the first 30 to 40 positions, each and every one of them, see the specifications, see the requirements, and try to relate something to you. If you don't know any of the words, Google search it, go to Wikipedia, make your time worth and discover what those things are. Don't be too scared if something sounds confusing. Once you pick up your niche and go deeper into it, you will find out that you can understand things that you never imagined. My tips will be, if you consider yourself a person that is good with logic and stuff that are related to it, also a bit creative, it will be best if you check the different software development positions. Start with the front-end technology, with mobile technology. It's easier to comprehend when you are working on UI, which is user interface, and when you see the results of your work, it's easier to understand what you're exactly doing. Because in the back-end solutions, it's mostly code and the input and outputs are the only thing you get most of the time. So this is my short tip for picking a software development field. Angular, it's really hot right now. React, JS, you can do iOS programming, Android programming, you can do a cross-platform Xamarin, etc. But also a big tip is to pick a technology. Don't pick just the language, because a language may interact with few technologies, but you want to pick a framework, you want to pick a technology so you can be efficient and find a job faster. Also, you can learn faster that way. You can explore your working field and become one with the environment. Go ahead, pick a whole technology, not just the programming language. So if you are strict and have a great eye for detail, but not so much on the creative side, you can go to the QA section. You can test out quality assurance is a big niche. There is also automation quality assurance. This is code again. If you're somewhere in between, you can decide about those two roles. And if you're highly organized and can work well with lots of people simultaneously, you can go for one of the Scrum Agile roles like Product Owner, Scrum Master, or even Project Manager. Step number 2. After dissecting and researching the best role for you, you should make a clear goal. You should determine what you want and you have to commit your time. I want to underline this. If you want this, without a doubt, you are going to get it. You just need to be serious about it and put the effort into it. So my recommendation is to put 8 hours a day. Yes, it seems a little bit harsh. If you have another job, you should have even more motivation, but this is the amount of time that will get your first intern/junior job in 6 to 8 months. I think almost every living person can get into an intern/junior position within 1 year, but with my steps and with lots of determination, I guess you can do it in 6 or 8 months. Everyone can get to a junior position, but not everyone can get to a senior position. This is in my humble opinion. Step number 3 is to get your hands dirty in the optimal way. What does this mean? My suggestion is to invest into on-site course. I once gave my last money for an on-site course and this was maybe my best investment ever. Simultaneously, you should start an online course on the same topic. That way you can push the online course faster and the on-site course can be somehow a repetition to the stuff that you learned, and that way it will go faster in the long-term memory. Also, it's good to share your experience with your colleagues in the on-site course. There is a chance that there are people there with higher level and higher expertise besides the lecturer, and you can learn a lot from it. Peer programming also works really fine if the course is in software development, because also there are courses in QA or Scrum roles, Agile roles, system administration, and so on. The main goal here is, besides the experience of course, is to get broader amount of certificates that you can. It will be also great for QA and software developers to learn a little bit of Scrum, so they're familiar with the process, and that way you have a nicer chance to land that first job. And there are plenty of great places to get online certificates like Treehouse, Udemy, Code School, Pluralsight. The list is long, but I can share more resources in the future if you want. Just post a comment and you will have it. Step number 4 is to create a project that you can add to your resume. This even can be made with a step-by-step tutorial found on YouTube. It can also be made by your own idea. For the developers, I suggest a UI-based app which has lots of screens, user interaction, some logic out there, lots of clicks, and that way you will grab their attention. So make sure to write clean code and make good UI. The quality is more important than the quantity. You can afterwards upload it to GitHub. You can make a research about GitHub and source control. This is a thing that you have to know if you are going to be a software developer. Go and get one certificate for these two. You can also upload a mobile app into the iStore or the Google Play, but this can be more advanced. You can put it into GitHub and show it as a portfolio. I want to give an example for the QA. What could be a project? For a black box QA, you can pick up an app from the App Store and you can dissect it and write a test case for each and every screen. Research how this should be done most professionally, and you can write it even in the model of Jira tickets. It's a really trendy platform, that Atlassian one, and you can upload it as a file also in some file storing system. This can be your part of the resume. Number 5, really important one, you should create a LinkedIn profile. If you don't have at the moment, put the time into it. I can tell you lots of tips about LinkedIn, but this is maybe a whole nother video. You need to be sure that your experience, your skills are correctly inputted. You have lots of keywords that are related to your field in your description. For sure, you want to have a nice profile picture. This is a must. you can write down few recommendations, your colleagues from university or your classmates from high school. And you should start adding two types of profiles to your account. First profile is the related field that you picked. Is it QA, web designer, is it front-end developer, doesn't matter. The second role is human resources and recruiters. The best way to get noticed is by adding those people. They're making daily searches and they're searching for people like you that want to join their company or a project. Number 6 is to get serious about your soft skills. Make sure that you have lots of time invested into your soft skills. You have to be able to speak freely with the other side, the side that is interviewing you. A great deal is to be emotionally intelligent, also a good presenter, also a nice negotiator, because you know you want to get the job and sometimes it has a little bit of negotiation in it. Be empathic, ask smart questions. When there is a question that you can't answer, everything is better than the dead silence. You want to speak through things, you want to show that you care, and the other side always likes people that are curious and people that want to know more. A simple no is strictly forbidden. Number 7 is to never quit, and that interviews are just another skill that you want to develop. You will get better at this. You may have lots of rejection at first. Also, a pro tip you might say is to get your description and your requirements and see all the stuff that are needed or wanted or preferred and try to dig into it. Knowledge and experience are two different things, but under one roof. When you're starting, you better be fully stacked with knowledge, because the experience is not there anyway. So it's better for you to get lots of knowledge, lots of things that you can talk about, and you just expand on this, and with the time spent you can connect the dots. Don't be nervous, it happens to everybody. Just remember to gain more and more knowledge and to be completely courageous, and the truth is born into the ruckus, and this is what you want to do. So let's recap fast. First, we dig the market and we find a better suited position for us. Second, we want to determine our goal and commit our time. Number 3 is to get our hands dirty in the optimal way and get lots of certificates. 4 is to create a project and put it in your portfolio. 5, really important, make a LinkedIn profile. 6 is to get deadly serious about your soft skills. Number 7, never to quit. So guys, this is it for now. If you have some questions, write a comment, subscribe to the channel. You can get my free book now. Lots of stuff coming. Always a pleasure. Peace.